Hi everyone, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 22nd of February 2019. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm using the Game of Thrones tarot. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of. So these readings are for all signs of the zodiac. They're for everyone who watches. If you like these videos, please share them online. And let's see what's in store today. We've got the Six of Cups. We've got the Hierophant, and we've got Judgment in reverse. All right, so the Six of Cups is really you and a soulmate seeing things eye to eye. So we've got Sansa and Jon Snow there. This is when they're first reunited. None of the conflicts have arisen yet. She's just been through hell. She arrives at this place, and it's a happy reunion. She's safe for the first time. He gives her some beer to taste, and she has some soup and all of that. And it's really brother and sister, really just thrilled to see each other, just kind of basking in their love for each other. And it's a snapshot of two people who just genuinely care about each other and who are genuinely happy being together. The Hierophant is Lord Varys, the spider. He is like the Secret Service. He has all the answers, and he is an institution in himself. He has spies all over the world, and he works for kings and queens, and he informs them because he has all of this information. Kind of knowledge is his trade. And finally, we've got Judgment. We've got the Night King raising his arms, and when he raises his arms like that, he's able to raise people from the dead. And usually this card is about an angel kind of calling people to arise from their graves, to live their true purpose, to do what they're really meant to do. So you may feel that you really care about someone or something, and you can't get it off the ground, and something or someone is standing in your way. I mean, Lord Varys in himself, he is known as the spider. So as a single person with no resources, going against someone like this, who's built up his influence and clout over many years, you don't really have a lot of chance. And if he decides to smear your name or go on a slander campaign, then you're done with. And the only way to get through the Hierophant is to kind of pay him off, or get him on your side, or to get him to see the value in your cause. Let's say you're trying to start a business, or you're trying to start a relationship today, and you've got a person in your life who really exercises a lot of control over you. And you're, let's say you're a young man, and you want to see another young man, and your dad is kind of in the wings watching what you're doing, and he's totally against you kind of acting on any kind of gay impulse, and he sees that, then that's the end of the relationship, and off you go to gay conversion camp, you know, in the worst case scenario. Or if you want to start a nightclub, and you start this nightclub because you really believe in it, it's really wonderful, and you open the doors and you realize you don't have a liquor license, and then it's like, well, we have to now go through this power, this outsider, to get permission to do what it is we really love to do. So something stands in the way between you and love, and it stands between you and something that you want to do, that you really care about. And like in the example of, you know, the kid falling in love with someone of the same sex, it's really no one else's business who you love, or how you love, or whether it's the same gender or whether it's a heterosexual relationship. It's really no one else's business. And someone kind of sticking their nose in and having control over you and having the power to end that is going to cause huge resentment in you. And it causes you to live a life that is dead. You're not able to kind of rise from the ashes and live your true life. Going back to that example, you go to conversion camp and you pretend to be heterosexual. You're never going to be happy because you can't be converted. You are what you are. And then you live this lie, and then you become a shell of yourself, and then you marry someone and you pretend to be in love, and you give interviews saying, yes, I used to be gay and now I'm straight and it's all so wonderful. And you have children, and deep down, you're just screaming and dying inside. So today, it's really important to look at what it is you love and what you want to do, and to value your higher calling. So it's interesting in this deck because we've got this villain, but this isn't a villainous card. It's a card saying, wake up to serve your higher purpose. Let's say it was an angel and you're kind of being called to arise and to wake up. And let's say you've been working in a shop for 20 years. And the judgment card comes along and it raises its arms, and it says, now it's time for you to enter the period of your life where you're loved and loving. And you stand up and you're reborn in a way, and someone comes along who loves you and who you love, and you enter that chapter of your life, however many years it will be, that you truly love another person and that you're happy. Sometimes that's a miracle that we don't have control over. You know, sometimes we meet these people and it's just there, and where did you come from? You're like beyond. And that's what the universe does. That's what this judgment card is about. That sometimes a divine trumpet blows and it has this amazing effect on your life, and you really live life to the fullest and you appreciate every moment. The person who's blocking you from that, it becomes a villain. You will demonize this person because he's preventing you from living your best life. He's preventing you from being authentic. He's preventing you from living your joy, your truth. And you have not come to planet Earth to please an institution, your parents, a government, a school system, and their rules, especially if the rules are wrong. That's not what you're here for. So what can you do? The only thing you can do is either be devious and work your way around it so that you can live your life, but then you're going to get found out because he's got spies everywhere. Or the other option is to directly confront him and to say, you have no power over me. I don't owe you anything, and you and all your spies can go suck on a lemon because you have no power over me. I don't owe you anything. Like, neither of these two people, Sansa, she's like the Lady of Winterfell, and Jon, he's the head of the Night's Watch, and then he's raised from the dead himself. That's interesting, actually. But for instance, the spider could say, well, Sansa, I'm going to blackmail you. If you don't do what I want, I'm going to blackmail you. You're leading the North and you need support of the houses, okay? So I'm going to blackmail you by telling all the Northern Lords that you've been married twice. You've been married to a Lannister, who is hated by the North, and you've been married to a Bolton, who is also hated by the North. So they're all going to disrespect you and just see you as a traitor. And Jon, he can blackmail by saying, You were hated in the Night's Watch. You let all these wildlings through the door, and I'm going to use that against you, and I'm going to turn, again, I'm going to influence other people so that they hate you and that they exile you. So that's the price you pay. If you confront him head on, then you have to really say, well, then go for it. You're going to have to blackmail me. I'm not going to let myself be blackmailed. It reminds me of Letterman when he went on his show and he admitted that he was being extorted by this guy who wanted $1 million. And if he didn't get his $1 million, he would expose David Letterman and would say that he has sex with women who work for him on the show. And then Letterman, who I think was married at the time with a child, went on the show and says, I have sex with women who work for me on the show. And he said it. Oh, I mean, he had no other choice. So the reality is you can either try and sneak your way past, you can face this person and really face the consequences, which you must do if you want to turn this around and if you want to live your life to the fullest and you don't want to be under anyone's control. You know, you can't allow people to blackmail you or to control your life. You can't. And then the final, most extreme answer is for them to start plotting like Macbeth and Lady Macbeth and to kill him. But, you know, we can't, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, fortunately, we can't go around killing people. So that, you know, that's one of the laws. We do not kill. But I mean, that would be a way to get rid of him and to also live your purpose. But that's not really an option because then you'd go to jail. Another institution would say, hang on, you killed this guy. You're going to jail now. So that's not an option either. So either face the truth and the discomfort that comes with it and say, I'm not going to let myself be controlled by you and do what you will. And I'm going to live my life the way I want. And I don't want you in my life anymore. I don't want to be controlled. I have things that I love. I have people I love. And I'm not going to let you control me anymore. That's not going to sit well with him. He's going to then lash out and do his thing. But once he's exercised, once he's played his hand, the thing that the leverage that he has over you, once he's played that, he's played it. And you can overcome that. Like in Sansa's case, you can say, well, yes, people of the North, she can call a press conference and she can say, I was forced. I was a hostage in King's Landing. That's why I was married to the Lannister. And the second marriage, I was sold to this family and I was taken hostage again. And I was forced into a marriage where I had absolutely no rights and no choice. And these marriages really mean nothing because I was a complete hostage at both times. And then she wins back the support of the Northern Lords, and then she can live the life that she wants. So don't let yourself be frustrated. If you are frustrated, face the frustration head on. If there's someone in your life who really is a problem and who really consistently causes you problems, get rid of that person. You don't need that. Especially when it comes to love. Well, who would want to spoil someone's love? That's the one thing that human beings do well. Love. And that's the most noble, most positive energy that as a human being you can tap into. Oscar Wilde said, God overestimated his abilities when he created mankind. And sometimes I look around and I just think, yeah, I agree with that. Because humanity is always at war with each other. Yeah, all of the problems, blah, blah, blah. But the one thing that is pure and that is good is love. So anyone in your life today who prevents you from loving what you do, loving yourself, so someone who puts you down constantly and says, you're no good at this, you're a terrible partner, anyone who prevents you from loving what you do or from trying to become something better than you are today. Anyone like that in your life today, it's confrontation time. Don't let yourself be beaten. Don't get all submissive and say, oh, I don't have a choice. I have to be under this person's thumb, or I'm going to try and sneak past. You're going to have to stand up for yourself, and you're going to have to be, what's the word? What can I say it? Yeah, you stand up for yourself and assert yourself. That's it. And blast this person out of the way so that you can turn him around and that you can be your true self and that you can live your life the way you want it. 6 and 5 is 11 and 20 is 31. 3 and 1 is 4 and 4 is stability. So once you get him out of the way, you can live a good life. You can love. You can do the things that you want. And it's another bit of proof, the vibration 4, that you're doing the right thing, because 4 is foundation and stability and marriage and longevity and all of the things that are solid and long-term in your life. So this isn't just a passing fling. This isn't just a, you know, you're getting rid of him so you can have a fling with someone for a week. You're getting rid of this guy, a really negative presence in your life, so that you can marry the man or the woman that you love, for instance. So we all have a tyrant like this in our life. Sometimes it's not as evil as, you know, blackmail and stuff. Sometimes it's like a father figure who says, I don't want you marrying this guy. He's not Italian and we're Italians. So you've got to marry someone who's Italian. It can be as simple as that, and you want dad's approval. Screw dad's approval. Go and marry the guy you want. You'll be happy. That's what the cards are saying today. Have a good day. Be assertive. Don't let anyone tell you what to do and control you. It's your life. You're not here to please other people. Please yourself. I hope you have a great day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. I use astrology, tarot, and numerology in all my readings. I can answer any questions you may have about life purpose, work, love, finance, travel, anything at all. If you're interested in that, please get in touch with me via the website, gregoryscott.com, and click on the readings tab to audio reading. If you like my videos, please share them and hit the subscribe button, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.